Hello Floss2, my name is Tamara and welcome to my channel Tamara Cross Stitch. I will start today's video with one finished finished project. This is such a rocking horse by Fruzia Lock. I said that I showed you that I wanted to start strawberry projects, free strawberry projects as I call them, and the first one, the smallest one in work, I would say, like as a volume of work, is already done. And this is such a rocking horse, as I said. This would be my third rocking horse of such a kind. The brand is an Ukrainian brand which is called Fruzia Lock. By the way, I think if you are going to look them on like eBay, you can find them. I bought this one from Ukraine. It was purchased like years ago. Okay, and this I had the cross stitch saga for this one, so I stitched it from like from the app. It's much easier when you do it, and it's very easy because you already have the holes, and you don't do mistakes so easily, I would say, because if you make a mistake you would like see it straight away, something like this. I had here kind of like 800 cross stitches, and then it was like the back stitch. The back stitch came in like black with like 1 and 2 strands. Then it was a green. I like very much how it turned, like the colors, you know, it's very vivid, I would say, it's very bright. The combination of like this I wouldn't say it's blue background and Wedgwood blue, yeah, background, and the greenness of the leaves and the redness of the strawberries. And I like very much that they have this like baby strawberries, you know, like which didn't manage to grow and turn red. Very realistic, very nice. So as I said, also backstitch with green here in the ones which are not ripe, then backstitch with yellow here in these ones which are like ripe, and with yellow floss in 2 strands. They asked to do lazy daisy on these flowers. Doing lazy daisy on wooden how they say, Aida. Yeah, it's not Aida, on wooden base, yes. I made the first and I saw it didn't turn like as I was expected, and I was looking like here on the preview, and the thing is that I made a loose lazy daisy, and then I was like kind of like making it larger. I tried to do my best and I'm happy with the result, but yes, you have to improvise. If, in case you know how to do the classical lazy daisy, you have to improvise in order to get it like on the preview, or you can do your own version without a preview, without like the one which looks like on the preview. And finishing like the backstitch everything, I attached this golden like thread cord and the strawberry charm. Nice one. It's both sides. It's almost like the charm I used for the strawberry bunny by Just Nan. Almost. And the thread I like kind of did everything here on the back, and this one was in like in the kit, and I just attached it with some glue and made this thing. Even here it says strawberry. I like very much these kits, you know, you have everything, you have like absolutely everything what you need to make such a nice beauty. The one which I stitched in spring, the crocus one, that one was easier to make. I mean, like easier in the terms of stitches, of back stitch, not so many colors. This one I worked 3 days on it, on this one. Yeah, and the only leftovers I have, of course, is the chart, the preview, and the threads. I have leftovers of all the threads except all of them, except this one is just one thread. But the important thing that all of them are here. In case like having the and they by the way, they write which DMC thread this one is, so if you have a stock of your own, you can stitch it once more. So if you want, you can stitch it like on fabric and make a pin keep with it. So yeah, it's possible to repeat the design. Okay, so this would be, as I said, the first strawberry project which I stitched, I finished, and I even started the second. And in a second, you'll find out which one. And the next strawberry design, which I'm already stitching, of course, it's the second. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the second easiest. Kind of, I would say they both, like the horse and this one, they are equal. This is a design from Little House Needleworks. This is Strawberry House. And this is what I have. Yeah, I had this piece of paper, piece of fabric, and like my first intention was like finding the center of the fabric and stitching on it. This is T3, and this is cream, I think it's called. And then I told myself, let me see first of all how big the design is. What if it's not going to fit? This is the 30th count. Here they ask also for the 30th count. I am like looking here, like at the inches, and I'm realizing how much it's going to be, and I'm telling myself that, oh, but this one is going to fit on a half. Why not like leaving this one and using for a pin cushion, for example, yes? And I kind of calculated, like I calculated the half of this one. I draw a thread. So this is the, like this part, this is the half. I'm keeping it because when I'm putting it on a hoop, it's not enough fabric, and the hoop doesn't, like, it's not okay. And I started stitching it. Like I found already here, I found the center. The center was kind of here, I think, because the first thing I started, it was like the red walls of the house. So far I have stitched only with classic color works which were asked here. So these ones, yes, yeah, so long already. And these are the basic colors which I used here in the design, you see, because I was looking like in the chart, and I was thinking like, what shall I do? How shall I do it? And I just realized that yes, I will need these ones a lot. But this is good. This is very good. So yes, this one is going greatly, and yeah, I hope that next time when you're going to see it, this one is going to be ready. Very easy and nice design to stitch. And I wanted to show you how much I have stitched here. It's almost ready, and I'm filming like not as usually beautifully because I'm filming holding the phone in my hands. It's just I am almost ready. I was changing the position of the design on the hoop, and I said, okay, let me show kind of like the last time before finishing it. So what I have done since the last time I showed it to you, I have stitched like here with the brown shades the wall, so, and the picture on the wall, the framed picture on the wall, and I also stitched here a piece of the whole sky. Like I finished stitching everything with blue threads, so I took them out of the work. What I have left actually, it's the view from the window. I mean, like, except the sky, it's olive colors mostly, so that fence and the bushes, the trees, the fields. And it's not going to be difficult. As far as I saw, it's not going to be so difficult, so that's why I'm hoping that it's going to be a quick stitch, because I am very eager to finish this one. Very eager. Yeah. So, by the way, I moved this one. It was on a frame. I was stitching it on a frame. It was pretty nice, but when I reached this part, I had to reach the highest part of the frame, and my hands were getting tired very easily, and it was uncomfy. That's why I moved it back on the hoops. The hoops I have, the LPC hoops, and I'm stitching. So the diameter of those hoops is 25 centimeters. So you cannot stitch the whole design on it, but it's easy to move. And yeah, the last part. And I'm hoping that the next time when I'm going to present you this design. This one is going to be finished. Yes, nice one, beautiful one. And finally, yes, finally for you and for me, because I showed you this project so many times, I think you are already sick and tired of it. This is Heritage Crafts, John Clayton's series, Elizabeth, and here she is. Yes, I filled in the view from the window, the train window, and it took me 2 days to do it. Lots of cross stitches, but look, here is a piece which you do in the same color. Yes, it's pretty easy to be done. I mean, like, you don't have to concentrate, no confetti, like a few colors of thread, and that's it. So yes, this one is ready. I stitched this one. I replaced the Aida, which was in the kit, with Brittany, it's called, the Zweigart 28 for even weave, because my aim was to have like 25 by 25 centimeters, and I have 25 by 25, because if you stitch on 14th count Aida or even weave, which is 27th count, which they put in the kit, you'll have like, I'm talking by centimeters, because I'm bad with inches. Honestly, I'm very bad with inches. So it's 26 by 26, you see, 26 and a half by 26 and a half centimeters. So yes, in this case, I wanted this one to be 25 by 25, because Annabelle, which was stitched last year, this one is 25 by 25. That's why I wanted the same size. I wanted them to be the same size, and yes, I have what I aimed for. And no many details, because I already told you so many times about this one. the next step, because yes, you are going to see it one more time. The next step I want to do, I want to frame this one into a round frame like this. I have one more frame, so that they both would be in such frames. So both are going to be in such a kind of frame, and they are going to be the companions for this shoe. Yes, so this one was stitched 10 years ago, and like after this two are going to be in the same kind of frame. I have this shoe, the Lucas Little Girls embroideries, which are already finished. So yes, after finishing this one into a frame, I will have all 4 stitches, cross stitches, stitched and framed. And of course, I'm going to show them to you to see how they look like. And I did my best and I framed this one. This is how it looks like. I think it's okay. At least I like it. I think it's nice. And as far as you can see, I have both of them finished in such a beautiful way. As I used to say, it's temporary. I think that sometime I'm going to change it, like in future, but we'll see. So far, it's okay. It's okay for me. And what I'm planning to stitch next, because I finished Elizabeth, which was like my biggest main project, and I will continue stitching the strawberry projects, which are kind of like how would I say, they are easy to stitch. They are for me, they are kind of relaxing, you know. But the project which I want to take and have it like as my main project, meaning that I want to stitch it every day, well, at least a little, but every day. This is going to be the Shalimar perfume by Chatelaine. Yes, I started this one and I abandoned it, and I don't like that I abandoned it. And it's on black linen, it's 32nd count, and as I said, I'm stitching this one difficultly, especially if I don't have good daylight. And now it's summer and daylight is perfect, that's why I have to take advantage. And I said that I won't like start anything big until I'm going to finish this one. This one is not big, but it's important for me because I don't want to leave it so that it will stay like in the frozen projects, you know. So yes, I took it and I started like stitching, continuous stitching. I just added a few stitches, and I hope that you're going to see it like you're going to see a better progress next time. And that's not everything. I want to have one more new project, a project which is going to be, how do I say, an attempt for me. The thing is that I don't have a lot of whips. I mean, like projects which would go like in the same time, or which would be taken in a, I don't know, rotation, things like this, because I kind of don't feel okay when I have a lot of projects going on in the same time. And I am a cross stitcher who is stitching seasonally. But I also understand that there are big projects, I mean like large projects, which you wouldn't stitch during a season. Yeah, because I have like the kind of like, how do I say, stubbornness, yes, to start this a design and stitch it so quickly so that I would finish it until the end of the season, so that I wouldn't like postpone it for the next season. Okay, but this is hard. That's why I said that I'm going to start teaching myself that this is normal, and I'm about to start a large project which I want to stitch every year in spring and in summer. So like half a year, every year, this project is going to be open for stitching it, like as much as I will be able to give it for. The project is going to be from this book. This is 101 Best Love Designs, yes. And the idea of having this project was like came when I was putting all my books on the cross stitch, how they say, magazines, or books and magazines. I was like kind of reorganizing them, and I was going through this book, and I saw a design which I liked, and I realized that I still like it, and I realized that I haven't seen this design being stitched, at least in the YouTube videos I'm watching, you know. And I told myself that let me see if somebody stitched it, how it looks like. I looked for it. I found yes, people who stitched it, people who are probably still stitching it, because I didn't see it finished on those channels. And I said, made my conclusions, and I said, okay, yes, this is going to be an yes. And what I'm going to stitch, let me show you. This is going to be such a design which is called Amid Amish Life. Yes, here this one is presented as a triptych, as a, how it's called, 3 parts design. I from the very beginning when I saw this one, I thought to myself, is it possible to stitch it together? Probably it is possible. So they are saying here that you can stitch it like 3 separate ones, or you can stitch it together as a big design, one design. I'm going to stitch it as a big one design because this is how I see it. This is how I would like to see it. This here you have all 3 parts. So this one was released like here in this book, all the 3 parts at its time, because this book has all the designs taken from Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. Of course, first it was released in Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, and there it was released like 1 issue, 1 part, like you need 3 issues to have all 3 parts. One of the magazines I have already has, I think, this part, I think this one, but I don't have all the 3 magazines which have all the 3 parts. And as far as I saw, I didn't know that, and I found out in one of the videos, apparently there is a pamphlet as well. So these ones are in a pamphlet as well. And I tried to see if I can find the pamphlet just out of curiosity, you know. And I Googled it, and Google gave me a few positions. But when I tried to go there, it said that it was an Etsy position, which was already sold out. Don't remember which one. So I didn't find the pamphlet for sale, something like this. And I didn't bring now the magazine where I have that part, but next time when I'm going to show it to you, I'm going to bring it. but I like better how these charts look in the book than in the magazine. In the magazine they are black and white, if I'm not wrong, and it's much more difficult to stitch from there. From here it's better, even better to stitch. But I made more than this because I stitched the big designs. I try to stitch with the app, with Cross Stitch app, Cross Stitch Saga. And I asked a good friend of mine to I cannot do it, like I cannot do it from PDF into like the app, like in the Saga thing, but she did it for me, and I have it in my phone, so I will stitch according to the app, and it's going to be much easier. If you would be interested to purchase this transformation, I will leave in the info box her coordinates, and you can go and ask her for this one. But it's much easier. So yes, I'm going to stitch with the app. I'm not making I don't know how much time it's going to take me to do it. The fabric on which I want to stitch, it's going to be the 28th count, not Cashel, sorry, it's a Jobelin. This is 28th count Jobelin, and it's called light blue eggshell, the color. Originally we are recommending to stitch it on 25th count Wedgwood Lugana fabric. You know the color Wedgwood, probably you know it. But 25th count for me it's too much, way too much. It's not even 27. If it would have been 27th, it would have been too much. But 25th, it's too huge. So yes, I thought about 32nd, even making like smaller. But no, there is a lot of backstitch here. Not complicated backstitch, straight stitch, but still I would feel more comfortable to stitch on the 28th count. And I chose even weave and not linen because I like better the quality of my cross stitches on even weave. And even weave is even weave, you know, it's much easier to stitch it. I don't know, like, yeah. And why do we need this color? I mean, like the bluish color, because here on top where the sky is, there is a piece which is not stitched, and the sky here, the clouds, they come in white, you know, and if you have the blue sky, the white clouds look like the contrast. And the way they finished here, framed here, you see they left a little bit of like space here as well. I suppose that when you are framing by yourself, you can like skip this one, but this one is not skippable. I saw even a case when the lady was took white fabric and she stitched everything with blue. This one, yes, also it's an option. If you have the time and the patience, you choose the right shade of blue and you stitch this one with blue, and you have everything stitched. You don't have any space which is left out. Yeah, something like this. And what else? So I said about, I don't have any threads here because the threads you need, they are either Anchor or DMC. I'm going to stitch in DMC because I have them all. But come on, I wanted to show it to you. So this is the list. You see, this is the list of threads. You don't need anything else except the fabric and DMC threads, or Anchor, of course, if you have them. In my case, I thought that I'm going to buy probably skeins for this design, so that if this design is going to be like, you know, put for the next year, I wouldn't look for the threads into this organizer. So I'm going to like conservate, or how to say, everything, and I'll have, so this I want for this project to have its own threads. So I have to do some shopping. I have to put the threads for this design. And I don't know if I said, but the plan is that in the end of summer, beginning of autumn, I'm going to show you how much I stitched, how much I managed to stitch, and kind of like leave it for the next year. Speaking about 101 best loved designs from Cross Stitch Saga and Country Crafts, you know, I was going through, as I said, I was going through this one, and I realized that for some of them, for some of these designs which I liked from the very beginning, for which I bought the book, some of them I have the kits now. Meanwhile, I bought the kits, but for others, I how they say, I changed my mind. I don't want to stitch them anymore. So for those who didn't go through this book for a long time, or for those who don't know what here exists in this book, though I doubt, because I think every cross stitcher knows, I will go very quickly through it. So this one was no from the very beginning, this one was a no, this one was a no. They are nice, but I don't know, I wasn't planning stitching this. This fruit is nice, but still no. And the fishing also, it's nice, but we don't have people who fish in our family. Yes, my men are not fishermen. Already this one, as I said. By the way, for this one, I haven't found who is the author of this design. So nowhere. I tried to look, but nowhere. So who like made the design? This boy and girl, no, they're nice, they're beautiful, but no. This one, it was an yes from the very beginning, and meanwhile I purchased the kit. I have the kit for this one, a Busila kit. Santa's List, this one I think 3 times I wanted to buy the kit, but I just realized that the kit is a Jean Lin kit, out of print. But then I said, why buying the kit? Because, you know, like I have the... I would change the fabric for sure. I wouldn't stitch on Aida. I'm not sure if it comes with Aida or even with. And I think they are giving also DMC threads, and I have a DMC threads. That's why I said that no. And the Spanish sampler, no, like no buying the kit, but yes. And I have this one, I have this design in one more magazine. So I have it like 2 times. Spanish sampler, I wanted to stitch this one, but then I said no. So I changed my mind. You see? Sorry for this. Come on. This one's, yes, beautiful, nice, country, but no, not stitching. This one's, you know, nice. And what I like about this ones is this part. So you stitch this one here on the, and you make the, how they say, frame. So kind of there are two frames. Very nice. Very nice. This one, nice, no, I'm not into alphabets, nice, but no. Then here is a beautiful birth sampler, but no, I already stitched my birth samplers, no more for me. Birth sampler, no. This one's, no. Again, an alphabet, and no. This one is nice, it looks nice at least, but no. And already we have the charts again. It's a nice book, out of print, but nice book. This one is super nice, you know, like I was looking at this one and still thinking if I would do it, but I don't know. Beautiful, though it's beautiful. It's a nativity scene. Okay, this one nice, but no. Russian Christmas Angels, no. Woodland Santa, no. This ones I was like looking at them many times, by the way, and I was thinking, because I looked at the charts, I was thinking like doing them, but you know, you can choose the thread, because there are some thread leftovers, beautiful ones you have in your stash. They are left from something, and it would be enough for this one. So this is a very nice idea to use the beautiful fabric leftover and beautiful thread leftover. And I have these beads. I used them for a design, and for sure I have them. They are Mill Hill and they are huge. So they are beautiful, and I would use a lot of my leftovers. This one is nice. This one I wouldn't stitch, for example. And the jumper, yeah, nice one. Really nice one, but no, I wouldn't do so much work for a jumper, honestly, because this one I like, and I have a Jean Lin kit with this one. So meanwhile, a kit I have. This one is beautiful, and I will stitch it one day, and I have it in a magazine as well. This design. This is how it's called. Usually the rose sampler, rose garden sampler. It's called. Beautiful. This one, no. This one is beautiful with teacups, but no. This one is nice. but I'm not sure. This one was, I wanted to stitch this one, but I changed my mind meanwhile. I don't know. I just changed my mind. Okay. This one I know for sure that it's in one magazine as well, but no. This one also I saw in a magazine, but no. This one's a nice, but again, no. These ones I liked, like you have like Christmas napkins and placemats. So Christmas, Easter, because they are with bunnies, pumpkins for autumn, and this is for Independence Day. But no napkins for my people in the house. Sorry guys, but no. This is a wedding sampler, very beautiful, but no. This one, yes, and I have it in one more magazine as well. This is the Gathering Honey sampler, beautiful one. This one I wouldn't stitch it. I don't say that they are not beautiful. They are beautiful, because you know that each of us has its own preferences, tastes. So it's a no for me, but it's a yes for a lot of other stitchers. And what I stitch, what is an yes for me usually, or many times it's a no for somebody else. So if I don't stitch it, it doesn't mean that nobody else needs to stitch it. Here are some strawberry things, but no, I like strawberries in stitching, but no, not these ones. This is the needlework necessities. No, this one I liked, by the way. I liked it, and I have it in one more magazine I discovered after that. Nice one. But I would like to think where and how. Here, by the way, they finished it very beautifully. It's a nice one. This one is a nice one, but I wouldn't. This one, look how beautiful, but no. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. So yes, in my case, it's going to be the Amid Amish Life trio. Yes, trio. So I'm going to start. By the way, I didn't tell you my how do I say, safe the part I feel comfy to start from. It's the down part, the right angle. So in my case, I'm going to start from here, because this is how I feel comfy when I stitch this kind of large designs which cover almost everything. So if I'm going to start with this one, of course I'm going to do like the this part here, and I hope starting with this garden, to have a piece of this garden. If I'll have the whole garden until the end of the summer, it's going to be not a miracle, but it's going to be a good progress. Yeah, so this is the design I want to start from this book, and which I hope that will teach me to stitch designs in time. And that's everything I wanted to show you in today's video. I hope it was interesting for you. I hope you liked the video, and see you in my next videos. Until then, bye bye.